I'm not a rabbit, bitch.
Hi everyone! Recently I came into contact with this movement called MGTOW, which means men going their own way. I came into contact with this when I was reading comments on Vegan Gains videos. I saw some men mentioning it, and what I saw were men being very judgmental and aggressive kind of towards half of the population on this globe, women. And there were a lot of generalizations putting forward based on what Vegan Gain said in his video about women that are using men to have babies and then later ask for custody money, not give a shit really about a man using men and all those things. And I made a video response to his video, and also in the comment sections I had some of these men commenting very hateful things towards women, or just generalizations, stereotypes, no matter what I said. And I saw MGTOW come up several times, so of course I'm curious and I went to look up online what it is, and I came onto this website. What I was reading first, actually to me it seems very positive. It's about men taking control of their own life, not being slave to their urges, to how they are programmed, basically not letting themselves be used or whatever, standing up for themselves, which I think is great for both men and women. But then I think some men are giving this movement a bad name by overgeneralizing. Because I was looking forward about this on the internet, and I saw videos and one of them was called MGTOW, Why She Will Never Love You. And this video started with explaining the biology of men and females, what they are looking for in partners. Men look for youth and beauty, for reproduction and their genes and whatever. And women look for resources and money, men who can be strong, good genes also if resources are abundant. So at first it was explaining that, and that we shouldn't be slaves of that, of those urges and desires and stuff, which I think is great to empower people, males and females. But then this video got kind of strange. The person in this video was saying that a man can love a woman, but a woman cannot love a man the way that he loves a woman, because a woman can only love the resources a man can provide her. And I was like, okay, what the fuck?
Here's the problem. Women aren't attracted to the man himself, but what he has and what services he can provide to her. In primates, if the alpha male is overthrown, the females will simply begin having sex with the new alpha male. They don't give a shit. A woman's love and loyalty will disappear if the man is providing fewer resources than she can get somewhere else. Women don't say it like that. They have little euphemistic phrases like, I need a man that can take care of me, or he needs to support me, or something along those lines.
I know my experiences that I'm going to mention are anecdotal, but they are based on so many examples I've seen that it cannot that I live in this fairy tale wonderland where it's different from other parts in the world. Because what I see in my surroundings is people who are together, often of people who had options, who were beautiful women, who took a husband, sometimes not so beautiful, who isn't rich, and who stick with them their entire life. My mom and my dad, my grandparents, they are have loving relationships. Me, myself, I always had plenty of choice in men. They were rich men, handsome men, but I never really wanted a relationship. I even thought I was asexual because I never felt attraction to anyone. I could see, yeah, he's handsome and stuff, but I never wanted to be with them. But only recently have I become in love and love a guy who I met actually over the internet. At first, I didn't know what he looked like. I only had his dark profile picture, didn't see much. But his personality, I fell in love with who he is. We started talking so much to each other and we have so much in common, and it was, I don't know, I never experienced this before. And he even mentioned things on chat like he thought he might be smaller than me because I'm pretty tall. But even I didn't give a shit. I know he isn't rich, he doesn't have rich parents, he is still going to school, I'm higher educated than him. Resources, I really don't give a fuck. Love is love. And I think people who are talking about these things don't really know what true love is, or think it's gone from this planet, which it isn't.
She's basically admitting that she's a long-term whore. She loves you as long as you're providing for her, but God forbid you become sick, unemployed, or disabled and can no longer work. They may still love you in their own way, but at best, it's the same kind of love someone might have for their car.
And then this video says that if a man is sick, if he is disabled, if he is unemployed, that the woman will leave you. I'm like, oh God, no! If you love your partner, you're sticking with them. You take care of them when they're sick. You take care of them when they're disabled. You are going to try to keep the household stable when he is unemployed. People who will leave a man for that and backstab like that are bitches. They are not, women aren't like that. You can't generalize that over all women. That's what I think is wrong with the reply that some people place. I know there are women like that who are complete scum, and that also men who are complete scum. Like a man who says a man is only as loyal as his options.
Honestly, you know, men cheat, you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of women may be mad at me for saying this, but I mean, throughout the history of the world, men have always been with multiple women or had concubines, like especially men of great stature. I've never met a man who literally have never creeped out once in a blue. You know what I mean? Some people, I'm not saying this, but some people say a man is as faithful as his options.
I mean, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, then you have never loved someone. That I can say for sure. And if I know there are bad, and I think some people who are responding to that and overgeneralizing and very hateful, or I don't know, maybe they're sad in themselves and they've been let down, and I understand how that can feel. And then when you look in the media, you only see bad examples. Media is about sensation. Also, if you look on TV, they're not gonna show people like me. That's fucking boring. They're gonna show desperate housewives. They're gonna show dance moms. They're gonna show the millionaire matchmaker. You're gonna see all the crazy examples of women who are looking for money, of men who are looking for hot girls to sleep with and then pick another one. I mean, you're going to see bad examples in the media. But when I personally look around me, my brother and his girlfriend, my mom and dad, my grandparents, friends of mine are in a relationship where it's not about the man isn't rich. They're both always both working, men and women. When there's children, the woman go to work after the child is born. There's a mutual relationship. Many had the option to take someone with so-called better genes, more attractive men. They don't. I mean, you can't, and I don't live in this fairy tale wonderland where it's also perfect. Maybe it's worse in some regions of the United States. I have no idea. I'm from Belgium. But I know that you cannot generalize, and I think we should come together. If we want to break free from our programming, want to support true care for each other, true love for each other, then I think we should work together. And the men commenting on these videos hateful towards women who are like me and not evil and all to get men or blame them for everything, because that's fucked up. It's like, I'm not a hardcore feminist who's going to blame men for all the problems or anything. So I think we shouldn't be battling each other. We should stand together and we should support true relationships in this world, equality, valuing each other. And yes, we should be disapproving of structures that create inequality, that create people going to jail unfairly and stuff like that. For men, for women, all these things, we should battle it. We should speak out about people who are using others for their own gain. Yes, we should definitely speak out about these things and show how society is structured, what we have to improve in society. But don't battle me. Don't battle people like me. Why? It's counterproductive. We shouldn't make this like a man against a woman thing. People are different. Men and women both are improving themselves. Well, some are working on self-development, changing ourselves, not just following our urges, desires, thinking about the world, thinking about ourselves. So really, it's not going to help us any further if we are going to battle. We should stand together for a better world for everyone, and not keep this war going on in comment sections or anywhere. What will it solve? It's like some are just wanting this because maybe they have been badly hurt or only see the bad things, and try to get some rationality and perspective, because to say that all women are like that, clearly that's not going to solve anything, and it's just not true. Also, I was reading something about suicide. Someone was saying men commit more suicide because the women are abusing them and taking custody, and the children custody money and shit. Then I was researching this and I came to the gender paradox, where it showed that in the world men have more successful suicides than women, but women attempt it more but have more unsuccessful suicides, so they die less often than men. In some countries this was extreme, this difference, like in Russia, in Korea. In some countries this difference was small, like in Switzerland, for example. So you have kind of a difference. You also have a difference in regions in one country, but there was an explanation that they put forward, and that is that, for example, with the industrial manly, so-called manly jobs falling away, used to be like the man jobs in the industry falling away. Plus this stereotype, this gender stereotype that man has to be the provider, has to be strong, not seeking help, not being weak, taking care of the whole family. Some men, this puts a huge pressure on some men, then when they can't get a job and that stereotype, they feel bad, and then together with men seeking less help for their emotional problems, creates a compounded effect that makes them commit suicide more often than females. And yes, I think we should go against that stereotype, and it's good that men break free from that and help themselves, because it's not going to serve them if there's like, I have to be this way because I'm a man, I have to be this way because I'm a woman. I mean, why? It's just society who has kind of made it that way through culture and all these things, but it's clearly not benefiting. It's harming people. So it is something, yeah, we should fight against. We should not just accept it, we should change ourselves and empower ourselves. This was my video. I will do more videos about this. I'm just starting to research this, so I just wanted to make this video already because of all the comments I've been reading. Some more videos will come in the future. I have to do some more research, obviously. Feel free to share with me what you think in the comment section. If you want to continue hating on me because I'm just a female, I'm a girl, well, be my guest. It's not gonna help anyone. It's certainly not gonna help you either. Bye!